Hi, my name's Hassini, and I've always been fascinated by the brain. Not just because it controls everything we do, but because it holds clues to who we are, especially when it comes to something people still argue about gender identity. Here's what I learned from months of neuroscience research. Gender identity isn't just something we feel, it's something reflected in our brains. And we can see this specifically in areas like the hypothalamus, amygdala, and prefrontal cortex. Backed by multiple peer-reviewed studies, but one of the most frequently cited is Zhao and colleagues, it found that transgender women had brain structures, like parts of the hypothalamus, that looked more like cisgender women's brains than cis men's. This means that their brain structure actually aligned more with their gender identity than their assigned sex at birth. And it's not just structure. Functional MRI scans show us that when transgender individuals think about themselves, their brain activity lights up in patterns similar to people who share their gender identity. This isn't just a coincidence, it's science. These differences show up in areas that handle empathy, body awareness, and self-recognition. This happens in the prefrontal cortex and some other areas in the brain. For many trans and non-binary people, activities in these brain regions reflect their lived identity, not just their assigned sex. Hormones also play a role in gender identity. Before we're born, we're exposed to testosterone or estrogen, which shape brain development. Some researchers believe if atypical hormone exposure occurs during this stage, it could influence how gender identity forms later. When transgender people undergo hormone replacement therapy, studies show that changes in emotional processing, empathy, and even gray matter volume align more closely with their lived gender. So yeah, gender identity isn't just in your imagination. It's in your neural networks, your hormones, and your connectivity. And it's real. Changes in gender identity are valid, and we need to listen to each other. Thanks for watching!